Alright. Oh, probably should mute my phone. I use it to find out about any chats. Good. So I'm going to pretty much just throw myself right into the game. The only thing, just a couple things I want to say. I apologize for not streaming or recording anything sooner. So kind of a mix of things. For one, I've just been very busy with work and other things in general. And a couple weeks ago, my family ended up we had to put our dog to sleep that we had had for almost 12 years. And I just hadn't been in a mood for the last couple weeks. I've been doing better the last few days, but I've just been distracting myself with other games, playing by myself more or less, not having to worry about streams. I did record those games, but they were like just matches in Valorant kind of thing. I know I said by myself. I don't really have to talk to people too much, and especially a Swift play pretty much. That's all I've really been doing. So to talk about this character though, obviously I have it's been known for weeks now. Like I said, I haven't played in a while. But Turtle is going away for anyone that hasn't found out yet and watches this. Hello, Morgrim. So there will be no more. Not going to create any more characters. It'd be kind of a waste of time to do it. Kazaghal is pretty much going to be the only character I'm focusing on. I'll probably also play Arisandra. I did mention how I'm going to try to get her to 60, but I don't think that's very realistic, especially because I haven't really been playing much in the first place last few weeks. We'll see. Still have a good amount of time between now and when it finishes, so we'll see. Wait, I only have the sharpening ones? I don't even have the weight ones? Oof, that sucks. Weight stones. I can create 2 heavyweight stones. I can create those. Good. But I'm going to be playing Kazaghal the next few hours until I have to go to work. It's a bit of a later start, so. Yeah, well, I meant to play the last couple weeks. I stopped playing because I was just kind of World of Warcraft out in general, which is why I haven't played either Kazaghal, Arisandra, or my Blood Elf Warlock for my TBC. But when I found out about the server closing off, I meant to play sooner. I just haven't been in the right mindset in general. I'm not sure what you heard so far, but I just haven't really been in the right mood, I guess, to play games. Well, to really talk to people. I'm better now the last few days. But I just haven't been playing still. But I still want to play through Northwind before the server is closed off forever. Kazaghal will be remade in World of Warcraft at some point in the future, but because I was World of Warcrafted out, and at this point the main reason oh, come on. Just I forgot how annoying it was sometimes playing a warrior. Still fun though. Alright, which one? Doesn't matter. Go with the Crockless Gumbo. Oh, you do? Not for me, really. I was probably gonna eventually. Yeah. I'm not happy that Blizzard is obviously doing this. I'm not surprised either, though. I just thought I was gonna have it was gonna be a lot longer before it was gonna happen. Oh, God. What was... You are not about to go, you piece of shit. I'm gonna die already, I think. Jesus. Oh, you're a mage. How do you know how to parry so well? That was the other reason why I hadn't played in a while. I gotta focus a lot more while playing a warrior compared to a warlock. Ooh. Yeah, let's eat this one now. Yeah, I'm upset that Blizzard was closing. I'm not surprised, of course. I was hoping I was gonna play more. I thought it was gonna be a good year or two at least until it happened. I wasn't expecting it to happen like a month after I pretty much stopped playing, more or less. It wasn't really a stop playing. It just wasn't getting much. The only private servers I'd really touch, though, personally, are older expansion ones. Nothing against the newer expansions or private servers for them. But the reason why I don't play WoW is because I just don't have much of an interest in the newer ones in general. What WoW was doing was great, like, no matter what. And it's not gonna... Blizzard closing off the servers isn't gonna stop me from playing their classic versions. But what they do for classic is not the same as this, so... But I'm also not sure if I'll look for a private server for a while after this. I'm getting into other games kind of right now, and that was always the intention, was to play multiple games at the same time. I'll probably be focusing on my Blood Elf Warlock, because that's going to be the only character I have created going forward, pretty much, obviously. Because in a week, this server is gone. And I can't really promise how much I'm going to play either, but what I can say is that I have 2 days off next week and an easy day on the Wednesday, so I will have plenty of time to play. Again, though, how much I play is a different story entirely. Are you by yourself over here? Yes, you are. Oh, but you're a shaman. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. God damn it. Well, RPGs or MMO-wise, I'm not entirely sure. It was always my intention to play some other ones, like specifically older ones like Lord of the Rings Online, but it was always going to be just like a couple characters kind of thing. Most of the games I'm thinking are like I want to try different shooters again. Call of Duty used to be my main series to play, and it's really been crappy for years. I only came back for the 2019 one, which ended up being pretty good, and just the ones since then are pretty crappy too, so I'm not going back to Call of Duty until I hear there's another good one, and I'll probably stay for that only game. Otherwise, there's other games I'm going to be trying. I'm going to get back into Hell Let Loose. I only played a few games of it. I enjoyed it, although I'm more of a solo player, which is why I wasn't really getting into it as much. But there's a new version of it coming out, Vietnam, that I'm probably going to buy and try it out. But there's also other games that are more tactical shooter-wise I'm going to be looking into as well. One of them was called Dagger Directives. I used to be a lot better myself. I definitely can't really say I'm good at shooters. I do decently well sometimes. Crap. Used to do decently well like a decade ago, but that was with playing the same people over and over again on servers that PCs used to have. Well, PC Call of Duty used to have. Call of Duty 4 was my favorite game and has some of my best memories. The older Call of Duties from before that one were also really good. But there's other games like Dagger Directive I found out about that looks interesting. I might try it. Oh, I guess right at the edge they can disappear. This is part of the reason why I was having a hard time last time. It wasn't here though. There's another camp to the east that I was trying to, but the majority of the ones I have to fight have multiple enemies, and fighting more than one seems like a really stupid thing to do right now. And this isn't doing well. I'm not doing well. I played TF2 a long time ago. A long time ago, actually. I don't think I've touched it in... I don't want to say 20 years, like 15 years maybe. It's been a long time since I played it. Honestly, the only times I really even hear about the game anymore are when I'm watching old videos. Oh, another game that I'm probably gonna play is... I've always talked about trying some playthroughs of Skyrim, but That game has always been iffy for me. I love it. Well, I used to love it, but I've always been back and forth since installing mods. I barely play. I spend more time finding mods than I actually do playing the game, so I'm not sure how that would go anyways. I think I'm gonna go back to the other area. All I can really do is loot these same ones when they respawn. Like, I could chance fighting them, especially with the retaliation, but that's only for melee. The shaman alone kills me easily. That's the only reason why I'm hesitant to try fighting that one. I'm definitely not going for that group. Let's go for this one again. But yeah, this is why I was having a hard time playing this character last time. I just died over and over and over again. And I saw too many enemies. Like, if they were all melee here, I'd actually chance it just with retaliation alone. That's not really an option against the mages anyways. I mean, when they get interrupted it kind of is, but that's about it. Oh yeah, no, don't. I'm not gonna attack groups again. Yeah, if I do die anyways, I don't care as much. It's just when I feel like I'm hitting a wall and that's when I'm dying multiple times. That's when I have a hard time playing the game. Any game, for that matter. Warriors, I just have to be a little bit more... I have to think a little bit more. As much as I love my Warlock. Warlock really is easy mode, more or less. Even if they are frail, they kill easily. I probably should try to. I guess I'm not entirely sure how much energy I'm gonna do into doing that kind of stuff right now. I still need to work on this because this is my only real option. Two-handed hammer probably would be better than using the one-handed. I think there was actually a two-handed weapon I was gonna be able to unlock soon. I'm trying to remember. I'll have to double check that one. I haven't really touched the character since I found out about the blast shield, which No, I think I found out about the blast shield before the previous recording. I can't remember. Maybe it was since then. I think it was after the last recording. I ended up hopping on for a bit trying to find it, but I bought it, and I don't think I ended up doing anything with it. Because I was originally thinking of taking a dungeon. What am I doing? Sorry. Shield spike, blast shield. Yeah, that's where it was. It was I think the reason why I didn't know about it is it's actually one that a recipe you can only really get in the goblin starting zone, I think, or maybe even the gnomes. I don't remember exactly. Oh, I think it was the Golden Iron Destroyer I was thinking about. Maybe not. But yeah, the Solid Iron Hammer. Is that a recipe I buy in Arathi? I mean, I have a reason. Like, I'm not sure if I'm going to finish up this, but that would give me an excuse to turn this quest and get a little bit of extra experience from it. Ah, here it is. This was the other spot. This was I thought this was the only spot I could actually get the horse feed. That's the other reason why I was hitting myself against the wall. Because this was even worse food-wise. Maybe I'll do it on stream, not entirely sure. Because usually that kind of stuff I would do between recordings, but the stream could be kind of long. If I start hitting a wall, I'll head up there and see what I can do. Oh, forgot about that. Threw me off a second. Oh, okay. Nope, please. Oh, there you go. Thank you. Oh, yeah, the recipe. That's what I figured you were gonna say. Is it? Do you know what? Which vendor it is? Is it like one for Alliance, one for Horde, or is there a neutral one somewhere I buy it from? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because if it's from an Alliance one, it could be in Stromgarde or it could be in Refuge Point. I don't know blacksmithing that well in this game, obviously, despite playing it as much as. Despite playing Kazaghal as much as I have so far. What? Northwind Wild Grapes? What is that? Where's the horse feed? Ah, here's one. Was this the only one? Oh, no, no. I walked across there and chance getting that, too. This is why I was always like... Alright, let's see. Because, like, the majority of them are in that house. But just those two are going to get me killed, so... Okay. Neither the Grim Reaches. You know, if I was going to play this character enough in the next week to actually finish up Northwind, I was actually thinking of checking that one out. Grim Reaches, because I think the most useful thing to, well, best use of my time and playing Turtle WoW in general is to actually play through their still unique zones. Unfortunately, it does mean I'm going to be missing out on some zones I always intended to play at some point, but haven't. I'm glad I went through Gilneas now, because the character I'm not going to be creating anymore was going to be going there originally. I'm glad I went through there on Arisandra, but Grim Reaches might not be being touched. I was going to check out their version of Scarlet Enclave and everything, see what was going on. Haven't even checked out those two islands. I was thinking I was going to. But yeah, Grim Reaches is something I might be able to check out on this character still before it goes, but I doubt it, mainly because it's a lot more slower going with the warrior, so we'll see. I'm gonna miss Northwind, even though I've barely even been here. Oh, greetings. Apologies, but I can't really spend any time on chit-chat. Many of the competitors need their horses ready for practice. The horse feed, Lady Mildenhill Hall, informed me someone has been tasked in retrieving the lost sacks from the knolls. Am I relieved to see it all safe and mostly I think that was supposed to be I am. We were running short on our old supplies, and just feeding these horses hay does not provide them enough energy for the taxing physical exercise they have to fulfill in the tournament. Thank you very much again. Lady Mildenhall gave me some coin for you once you've finished her task, so please take it.
See you later.
Alright, now what am I going to be setting my head against the wall doing? That was going all the way to Lothalos, something... I think the Murlocs someone mentioned are a lot more difficult than it would seem initially, which they are, I'm pretty sure. That's the Crawford Winery. I think I'm going to go to... Wait. This is Northwind Winery. Are those two different places? Probably, the winery is probably my best bet for the next one to do. I'm actually thinking of going up to get the two-handed hammer. But one thing I will say is that the yeah, I'm gonna have to practice on a dummy for a little while if I were to grab it. Nothing wrong with that, but either again it would have to be between streams, assuming I don't finish up Northwind in this stream, which I doubt I will. I'll probably get through a decent part, hopefully. Should be playing this for another 4 hours, 5 hours? No, probably not 5 hours. What time is it? Yeah, probably like another 4 hours. Gonna have to leave by 1:30, so I'm gonna try to be done by 1. Wait. Oh, the talent points got reset. That would explain a couple things. Huh. Okay. Did I do Heroic Strike last time? Or did I do Tactical Mastery? Crap. I mean, it's only 1 point. I think that's why I wouldn't have done Heroic Strike a whole lot, but whatever. That's the one I'm wanting. Did I put it into... I think it was Deflection? I really hate that I'm not sure. That explains why I didn't really feel like I was doing anything. Oh crap. I only have 2 talent points left. I just wasted a whole bunch because I know I put some over here and started going to dual wield. That was unfortunate. That was stupid. Ugh, crap. I need to not rush myself when I'm doing things sometimes. I have the time. Part of the reason why I was even playing today is because I have a lot of time on my hand. Okay. We can find wolves. Come on. Just alright. Oh, you don't need to do this as much. Oh wait. Oh, okay, that was BlackRock. I thought that was a human for a second. Yes. I don't know exactly where. I don't think. I might have found out before and I've forgotten. I don't think so though. But yeah, no, I knew. I saw some players that had ducks, and I figured it was from this zone because it seemed like I only ever saw people with them here in the first place. Don't know how to get them though, like I said. Not sure if there's a quest involved or what. Wait. Oh, you know. Okay, you know magic. Got it. Yeah, this feels like a bit better. Oh, got the Bailiff Lancaster's report already. Oh, that was a waste. No. Missed out on overpower. Wait, wait, any waterfall? I know there's a waterfall over here, but I'm pretty sure there's might be a couple. Is it really any waterfall? Yeah, that feels a lot better. I was missing out on deep wounds. That's why I was feeling so weak. Well, that and because I'm actually weak. I really wish I came here first. I'm having a much easier time with these guys than I am the gnolls. But then, again, I did just do that, so that's probably partly why. I might have been able to handle 2 gnolls like this. The mages are still always an issue. I'm a bit... Oh, winery key. I am a bit reliant on the, what was it? I am a bit reliant on deep wounds, though, I will say. I don't have this going. Oh, not that. This. In fact, actually, let's see this real quick. Nope, nothing. Got some gold over here. Also, does my audio sound okay? I tried to mess with it for for Valorant originally because I was realizing the recording sounded too quiet with that game since I wasn't talking as much. I was more wanting to have game sound than my sound, and that. But when I did that, I accidentally messed with this one with the the overall audio, so I had to try to fix it off of memory. I think it was fine. I saw where it was kind of before I adjusted it. But probably not exactly the same as before. I gotta try. I'm not used to changing up the settings too much. It's pretty much the only camera I was recording for a while. Oh yeah, I forgot. I have these still. Also, I used up a lot of wool for the weight stones. That was kind of a mistake. Oh well. I'm gonna ding soon. To heal up no matter what I'm thinking or wanting to do right now. I think. I don't know. Dinged. I need to put something to impale, I think, but I kind of want to finish off Booming Voice. I definitely put points that I wasn't supposed to. I definitely... Oh my god, I never even finished off Improved Charge. Well, that's where I'm going to put it in then. Yeah, that was dumb of me. That was dumb of me with those points. I'm kind of annoyed with myself now. Alright, so I kind of want to finish out Booming Voice, but honestly, who knows how much I'm going to level. But as well as into Impale. Yeah, this one's not going to be as quick. Oh, not that one. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so I have to go inside. That's what I figured was gonna happen. Let's attack you for now because I feel like I'm gonna end up being stuck fighting multiple if I don't. I might still be stuck fighting two of them. See what happens when I attack you. when I probably should have let it. This for now. Oh, because that was still going off. That was stupid. Whatever. Finish off the crockless gumbo. But yeah, Kazaghal will definitely return in normal World of Warcraft. Probably with Wrath of the Lich King or Cataclysm when it comes back around for Anniversary. Not entirely sure. Ooh, that's about to run out. Should I do it now? I think I can go through at least one more fight without a problem. Nope. Okay, this might be easier going up than I thought it was going to be. To forget that it will get rid of poisons when I do that. Actually, I always forget. I don't remember any times that I actually remembered. Probably gonna get the duck in this. Be cool to have that fun to have that around for a bit. It does suck Northwind's gonna be gone forever in a week. Seriously. It is a very there's what I'm looking for. Very well designed zone. I think if for some reason I'm not able to keep these videos up, which I don't think should be an issue. I don't care about making money off of videos ever, even if I somehow became big and this somehow actually exploded. What the? Did I? Okay. So it wasn't that. But he said upper floor. Is this not it? Because that's the lower floor, and it doesn't seem like there's anything there. This is it, right? This is the Crawford Winery. Maybe that is different. No, this even says Crawford Winery. Now I'm confused. Why did I get a mutton chop? Because I'm pretty sure I just got the mutton chop from the box that was here. I didn't really look at the item when I did that just now. I didn't really look at the object, not the item. That's what I looted. Oh, right here. Okay. I was gonna say, it didn't look like a wardrobe either. Was that really just a normal box that just had a piece of mutton chop in it? That's funny if that's the case. Alright. So those are thieves, darker than iron. It's most of these are not going to be what I need anyways. Now I can actually turn that in. Funny enough, maybe I will head up to the to Earthy. I'm not going to Alathalas. I don't think that'd be a lot of running around. Forgot. I think I was going to do that between recordings. Then again, the previous recording was supposed to only be part 1. Okay. Alright, yeah, no reason to worry about those right now. That is all I needed to do here. Old Man Crawford. Yeah, okay. These are both over here in well, the inn, wherever it is. Oh, that poor rabbit. This just got attacked by both a bear and a wolf. That's unfortunate. Ouch. Alright, let's check out this, well, I also saw a couple things I can mine in the water, apparently. Oh, one thing I wanted to say as well was how empty Stormwind was. I know it's partially the time of the day, it's always empty around now, but it's probably with the server shutting down, people have just left and just given up on it. Because it's like, if you were already at the top level, why would you be on that character anymore, since you can't really do anything else?
You need something?
Orcs. Damn orcs. Orcs. Jerry came up with this? Not a bad idea. I give that kid a hard time. I should go talk to him. Thank you.
Have a good one. How are you?
You have slain that many? Good. Their blood will nourish the soil, and grapes that grow from it will bear the sweet taste of victory.
Safe travels. See you later.
Alright. Still got plenty to do. Okay, I do cells too. You. I'm gonna hold on to that for now. Honestly, there's no point in even worrying about anything on the auction house. At that point, I'm just gonna be worrying about
the Alliance.
Pretty much pennies. I don't think we have to worry about money for the rest of the server's existence. Let's check out this waterfall. Maybe it is here. There's a cave behind it, though. Maybe that's not a good idea. There's a lot of things to mine over here, that's for sure. Oh. Huh. The weakened duck is leaning against the cavern wall, huffing air out of its bill and making a faint noises. Judging from the red stain on its wing, it must have been in a skirmish, possibly escaping from the bloodthirsty murlocs living around Grimmen Lake. Trying to comfort the injured animal, you guide your hand to its little body. Still in shock, the waterfowl shrieks and flaps its wings in fright, spraying blood on the ground. Without calming it down first, there is little chance at treating the wound. Perhaps you can befriend it by collecting some greens along the river stream and the coast around Grimmen Lake. Oh, I need a heavy silk bandage? Jeez. I mean, it's not that far off. I think that's actually another reason why I needed to go to Earthy. Alright, well, anyone that watches this in the next, like, 20-30 minutes, you're probably going to be watching me go to Earthy and back. Because that was the next, point, more or less. Is there, I guess, like, if I do end up doing any... If I end up going to Earthy and making that iron hammer, it will probably be... What was it? I'll probably need the iron for it. Sorry, it's still early, so brain doesn't work necessarily. Pretty much my brain doesn't work for... Well, let's say I wake up at 7. It won't work until about like noon or 1-ish kind of thing, and then I'll probably take a nap from 3 to 5, and then stay asleep for probably from 8 till this when I wake up the next morning. Also, there's no reason to try getting those ones up there. But yeah, I do have first aid. Oh, I think that was the other reason why I didn't create any bandages for a while looking at it. So I'm already almost at max rank, max level for it. Alright. What are Grimmen Greens anyways? Okay, so yeah, they're around. I'm gonna loot a few of those now, but I'm gonna be trying to find whatever I can for I'm gonna find whatever I can now and then loot the rest when I get back here probably. yeah, I forgot I already have gold in my bag. That's why I didn't see it. But one thing that's going to be changing once sort of WoW is gone, because obviously I'm not going to be able to play any of the characters on here anymore, is I am going to be making sure I play a better, a bigger mix of games. Because I cannot let myself get worn out on certain games, because that's the only, if it's the only game I play for a while. Because that is the problem most of the time. Play too much of one game, don't want to play it for months, which is exactly what happened with Sniper Elite as well. Which I still need to finish, for Christ's sake. I will say from now on, I think games like, I don't know. So most games that are level-based rather than open sandbox worlds, like RPGs, pretty much, like Sniper Elite, I think should be streamed going forward. But there are certain parts I'm not as fond of the idea of streaming it instead of recording. Because I know there are times in games like Sniper Elite where I need to do a lot of waiting and being patient. And while people can skip forward manually if they want to, and maybe I'd rely on that idea, I don't love the idea of doing that. I'd rather just cut it out in editing. But more or less, though, games, any kind of single-player games that are based on, that are focused on different levels, those are pretty good for streaming. So going forward, maybe I would just stream Sniper Elite and any other games similar to that. RPGs, anything that's sandbox, open world, etc. would be recorded. Especially because RPGs, I want to get more into character going forward. That's just thrown out the window with Kazaghal and Arisandra now, of course, but not that I was really thinking Arisandra was going to be role-played at all for a while. Today is Thursday, right? Oh, going way too far to the right. Maybe I could have hearthed over here, but I feel like I'm gonna want to hearth back more so. Guess somebody else is still here. Probably, well, they're just standing there, though. Maybe they're just enjoying being in Northwind or something. It is a great zone, I really will say. Baylor, God, I really wish I went through Baylor now, but it's whatever. Well, we're playing through one of the dungeons, and that's decently enough for me. At least I had that streamed and recorded as well. Alright, so let me think first. So, I'm gonna go up to Aerthi first, actually. Am I? Yeah, I'm gonna go up to Aerthi first. Oh, it's gonna be a lot of walking. Don Agrath? No, Menethil's closer.
See you around.
Is it? Yeah, no, it's definitely closer. Took me a second to remember, because I'd have to... It's over here for that one and over here for that one, but I feel... No, maybe this was... Nah, whatever, it doesn't matter. Alright, I'm gonna make my way to Aerthi for a couple things. Gonna go turn in this warrior quest. Whether I do the follow-up to it or not is a different story. It's not that far from Aerthi, so that's why I think I'm gonna do it as well. But I'm also gonna be trying to level up my first aid so I can do the heavy silk bandage, hopefully. Wait, heavy silk? Oh no, I'm not gonna be able to do that quest for a while. I just realized that. It's a heavy silk bandage, not the silk bandage. Silk bandage is the next one I'm gonna be creating. I do have silk though, but not a lot of it. Silk was something I definitely hoarded on my Arisandra for tailoring, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to do that duck quest or finish that one for a while. We'll have to see on that one. There's a lot of humanoid enemies. Maybe I'll get enough silk to eventually be able to create the heavy one. But yeah, different games are what I'm going to be needing to do in the near future. Couple hours of each kind of thing. Not each. Like whatever game I'm feeling the most, I'll play the most. But when I'm done playing that one, if I don't have anything else to do, hop on another game kind of thing. That's what I did when I was younger, and I think that's why I never really got tired of playing games, because I always played multiple every day, pretty much, even if they were for a lot longer periods of time, 8 hours a game. But yeah, I think it was, so what I mentioned earlier was Hell Let Loose, Vietnam version of it when it comes out. I'll probably buy and try. Dagger Directive is something I'm gonna check out probably. I might check out Armor Reforger. I started watching some videos on that recently for some reason. They were in my recommends and I just started watching some. What else? There were some more survival based games I was thinking about trying for a long time that I'll probably get around to eventually. Never really thought about DayZ a whole lot. I was not interested in the game when it first came out, mainly because I just saw it as a zombie game, which it is, but it's a large portion of it is just very PvP focused, and I'd probably get interested in that aspect of it. Other survival games like Ark, Survival Ascended, I'll probably get back to eventually. But strategy games, something I haven't played any of on this channel yet. It's something I want to get to. Probably Rome Total War, especially remastered. Maybe some of the other ones like Empire Total War at some point. Never got into that game. That'd be... I tried getting to Empire and Napoleon, but I could not get into them when I was younger. Maybe I still wouldn't be able to. I'm not sure. But I have them either way, so I'm probably going to try them at some point. Civ 6. If I ever buy Civ 7, maybe. Hearts of Iron, possibly. I have a lot of different games, and a lot of different games I think about from time to time kind of thing. Which is why I need to be playing different games, not just the same game over and over again. Like, there's no reason to get sick of a certain game from playing it too much if I have other games I can play. Probably start streaming Valorant when I play it. If I play any ranked games, they'll be recorded, and I'll try to cover the map even no matter what. But I'm not sure, since I don't use a camera, and I probably wouldn't for a long time, I probably would have to put something in my overlay to cover the map. Because I could stream ranked matches as well, I suppose. They're not going to go well, I could definitely tell you that. But I have to do I still have to do placement round matches, and I'm kind of curious to see where it would put me. I can't imagine. I think it'd probably put me in silver, I think. Maybe gold at best. I'm not good at it, so. I mean, in the first place, even on my good days, I don't think I really do better than gold. Oh, maybe, what was above gold again? Platinum? Yeah, I think it goes platinum and then diamond. I don't remember the ranks necessarily. Well, I remember most of the ranks, but I can't always remember their order. Because some days I just do really well, and other ones I'm barely iron. Oh, whatever. If I do start playing or streaming that one, you'll see a lot of Omen for me, because that is the agent I prefer playing the most. Clove isn't bad, but she's not what I would like the most. Vi's, Deadlocked, I usually go for them for Sentinels, but I also don't play, I don't know. Sentinels aren't my favorite either. They don't really have a Sentinel I love either. I used to like Chamber back when I liked to teleports more, but I'm not... Aiming, shooting's not my best attribute, that's for sure. And I could get better, and I probably would get better if I played enough, but I don't want a gun-focused agent, which is why I'm not a duelist, really. Otherwise, Chamber probably would be my main Sentinel. I tried doing Vito, but I just can't get into playing him much. Like, I like the characters that could teleport generally, but I just can't play him. What else? Still have to find an initiator. I try to have a main for each type at least. But I don't really have a initiator I love. I think it would end up being Breach, which is very anti what I like to play usually. But like, it's still not great. Try doing Silva. He's not bad, but I don't know. Still not me. But if it's Breach versus Silva, I definitely do say Breach. KO's not bad, but I'm not really a fan of his stuff too much. I like his primary ability with his knife. That's about it though. Also another reason why I hadn't been playing much. Freaking, I'm not sure what I did to my upper back or my neck or whatever, but it's been bothering me the last few days since after I went for a hike. Didn't think I did anything extra strenuous, but my body also, I guess, wasn't used to going for walks for a while since I hadn't really done that in a couple of years. Still got quite a ways to go. Anyone watching this in the future probably would skip through this part, and I would not blame them. This is why I preferred recording, so I can do these things, and people wouldn't have to do anything to skip it. Well, that's whatever. Besides, it's not like I don't have stuff to talk about. Not having played in a while, plenty of changes, plenty of things to mention, talk about. Although I'd rather talk about things that are more specific to the character or the game, but there's not much to say. Like, Sword of WoW is shutting down. I don't like that it's shutting down. I'm not surprised that it's shutting down. Like, I already said that earlier, so it's not really something that I need to talk about still. I'll probably bring it up a couple times, but there wouldn't really be anything new to add to it. Gonna miss being able to play the high elves, which is funny I'm saying that because I haven't played a high elf in a while. But part of the reason why I was holding off on playing any new high elves was because I was thinking I would start some new characters later on and play them later on. And I was like, hey, just focus on Kazaghal, Arisandra, and the characters you already have. Don't create any new high elves for a while. But now it's not even an option anymore. I mean, I could create it, but it'd be for the next week only. I'm not even sure what I had in mind for any new high elves anyways. I was probably going to recreate Lanadiel at some point, but who else? I can't remember who else was. High elf ones? What else? What other high elves was I thinking of? I don't remember. I already created several that I didn't really play much of. But high elves were the main reason why I even started playing Sword of WoW in the first place. It introduced me to the game in the it got me to try out the game because I didn't know everything they were doing with Sword of WoW, and even though high elves were my main draw, I ended up loving more what they did with the game, like with their new zones and everything, more than just the fact that they gave me high elves as an option. I'll miss Sword of WoW, but it was never gonna stay around forever. But this is another reason why recording is always the best option for a lot of things. Even if for some reason I'm not allowed to keep this video up, I would keep it private for myself at least. Such a long walk. Probably just cut through without much of an issue. Else I wanted to say? No. But yeah, most of the, like I mentioned earlier, most of my characters that I had on here are going to be recreated in WoW. Not just because Sword of WoW was being shut down. It was always my intention to do that kind of thing. But I just didn't think it was going to be for a long time. Kazaghal, easily. The Goblin Hunter that I barely touched after I got him out of the starting zone, Lork, I think I named him. He will be recreated in WoW as well, but he won't be a Goblin, he'll be a Gnome. I was originally thinking of making him a Gnome Hunter on this one, but I'll make him a Gnome Hunter in Cataclysm at some point. Which I do need to play TBC a bit more. I'm not going to play it until after Turtle Isle shuts down, though. Because there's no reason to hop on there right now. TBC will last for a while longer before it goes on to Wrath of the Lich King. But I do need to play it before that happens. I was talking about games before. I wonder how much I want to talk about. There's not much I know about most of the games I was saying I was going to try. One good thing about my current position is that I'm able to buy games, buy new stuff if I wanted to, as long as I don't go do too much kind of thing. So I do try to limit myself on how much I buy kind of thing. I don't like buying games and then not end up playing them, which I think is the case for most people on Steam. I think the majority of people, at least 50% of their library is practically untouched. I think. I don't know. But tactical shooters and more survival-based games that have shooters like, or simulation games. I'm not sure what Arma classifies as. I think that's a simulation more. It's a sandbox. Whereas Dagger Directive is more of a tactical shooter, which is something I want to try getting into. I'm not much for. I don't want to say I'm not anything for teamwork. It's gotten better over the years, funny enough, but I've also gotten worse, so almost sounds like those could be connected. But the oh crap, what was it? But more tactical shooters and stuff like that are more the type of games I feel like are more me than anything else. Especially any kind of maps that are huge, that allow for flexibility, not just reaction speed kind of thing. Nothing wrong with reaction speed. I always loved that, the reliance on that as well. But well, that's always going to be important no matter what you're playing. If you're playing as well, no matter what shooter game you're playing, reaction speed is always going to be important. But I like the idea of having tactics and having to actually think about what you're doing, not just run at each other, kill everybody, and potentially restart the round if it's that type of game mode. Valorant, I don't know why I got into Valorant. I think it's because when it came to Call of Duty, Search and Destroy was always my favorite game mode, and I just enjoy playing it on a mithril deposit. Can I mine that? Okay, I can't see it from here wherever it is. Oof, these guys will kill me. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able to mine it. There's the iron. There you are. I can mine mithril, but I'm not going to be able to beat a raptor for it. But now I'll know if I do see a mithril vein I could actually get to without dying within seconds. I'll be able to mine it. To continue what I was saying with the shooters, I do find that kind of funny that I prefer the idea of a big map kind of thing where you could go anywhere, do anything. But I grew up playing being a Call of Duty player, not a Battlefield player. Although, like, when I call myself a Call of Duty player, I'm not talking about, like, Modern Warfare 2, 3, or Black Ops. Not that I wasn't a console player. Nothing wrong with being a console player. But the reason why I differentiate between when Call of Duty was a PC game and when Call of Duty was a console game. The Call of Duty that exists now, kind of, like, to me, was built off of that. Call of Duty now is more of a the primary population of it are the people that grew up on consoles playing it. Call of Duty 4, the original Call of Duty as well. Those are the Call of Duty games for me. Modern Warfare 2019 was fun to me, and it really introduced me to console players at that point, primarily. Like, toxicity that pretty much people connect to the game is just not what I grew up with. Like, I grew up with people like, just GGing each other all the time. Fun game. Everyone, like, joking insults a little bit, but, like, primarily it's, like, compliments or backhanded compliments. Like, people do well. Like, yeah, don't get me wrong. Toxicity was always a thing, and it's always going to be a thing for shooters, but the amount that it's really is now is, to me, it really stems from from console games, especially from Call of Duty. No, not console games. Console Call of Duty. It can't only be that, but it's just like, I don't know. I'm sure it came from other sources too. Shooter games are a lot more competitive. People are a lot more on each other, angry, upset. Hell, I was never someone that yelled at games, and now I am sometimes. And I've only been like that since playing like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019 for some reason. Not specifically then. I was good at when I first started it, but after a while, that's when I started yelling. Alright, so I need to get to Refuge Point. I'm assuming that's where most of what I'm needing, if not everything I'm needing, is going to be there. But it was just nice playing Call of Duty when I was a kid. It wasn't like how a lot of people are on there now. Plus, the game has gone on for so long that the game doesn't even really feel fun anymore. It just literally feels like it's getting pumped out by a factory, which it kind of is. Mass-produced. Like, there doesn't feel like there's life in it. I don't know. I think ooh, hang on. I think I went the wrong way at some point. Did I? Yeah, I'm too much to the east. There's the... Yeah, okay. I can go west from here, I think, pretty safely. We'll see. Maybe pick up an iron deposit while I'm over here. Yeah, way too far. At least the mobs over here are easier. It's funny that the mobs closest to one of the entrances are the harder ones. Whereas once you get out to the middle of the zone, it's not so bad. Still would rather not fight anything if I didn't have to. Okay, yeah, I think I'm too far to the west. I might actually go back on the road. But yeah. So... Sleeping well, baby girl. Maggie's sleeping on my bed right now. She's so cute. Little kitty cat. And again, there's still toxicity in most shooter games, but oh, hang on. Just saw a horde. A level 41 at that. I think I'm safe to go through here now. But yeah, it's just a thing with shooter games in general. Just some of them are worse than others when it comes to it. Valorant's not too bad, although you do get the the occasional game with it. And I'll definitely say it can be bad, but it's not the worst. It's pretty far from the worst. Although I also don't really play ranked games, and I'm sure that's a lot worse by like people raging and everything, which is a little bit more understandable. I'm gonna shut up now so I can have an easier time focusing on where I need to be. It's not you. Right?
Hello.
No. So I'm pretty sure it was a female character. Could be wrong though.
Hey there.
Not gonna fly
Safe
if I
travels.
need to. Other working supplies, butcher, Captain Mace Crafting. There's that.
See you soon.
Actually, I think the one the Golden Iron Destroyer is better. Oh well, not a big deal. Should have just made the Golden Iron Destroyer, but I came here. Oh, maybe it's you,
Looking for
or maybe
something
the guy.
See you around.
Hey there.
Bloodstone Warblade. I can't use that for another 10 levels, and I'm probably not going to be able to use it on this game. But that sounds nice, actually. I wasn't going to get this character a sword, but I definitely would have given him this one, because the getting healing from doing damage is very nice. Very nice. Roast Raptor. I mean, I could see shit. Maybe that was the one I was thinking of. Crap.
Have a good one.
What can I do for you? Be careful.
Need help?
Yeah, I didn't think it was you.
Safe travels.
Crap. I was so sure they. Maybe it's you?
You need something?
Yeah, I didn't think so.
See you later.
Alright, I'm gonna look online for this one. Oh, you. Oh, okay, so it was Stromgar Keep for the one I'm thinking of. Okay. Alright, so I will have to run down there. That's fine. I was thinking I was gonna end up having to go there anyways. This works for me well enough anyways. I can make roast raptors now. I just need hot spices. It's a nice day today. It's a bit cooler, but I like it when it's cooler anyways, so it's a good day overall. Yesterday was rainy, day before that was gray. It's funny, I generally tend to prefer that weather, but that's more of a when I'm inside my house in my room, because it's nice and relaxing. I think. I feel like it is. I don't like bright sun generally, but it is nice when it's cooler out like this. Once it hits like 70 or 80, the sun just feels eh. But then again, I'm also not a summer person, or can't really say I'm not an outdoors person, because I do like a lot of outdoor stuff. It just tends to be more by myself, not really like sports as much. Not a beach person whatsoever. God, I hate the beach. Like, the beach, the only thing I would really say about that's a positive about the beach is the views, honestly. Like it, much like Anakin, I hate the sand. Ugh. I don't know why people like the beach. I mean, I get it. It's like, if you like to sit out and just, like, be burned by the sun, well, I guess really it depends by the person if you get burned by the sun or not. But, and the sunscreen for that matter. But I burn too easily. Sun can feel nice, I suppose. Especially when you go in and out of the water. I will say the sun feels nice at that point, but that's about it. But I want to find more stuff to do, and that's another thing that's going to keep me busy for the year. So winter, you might see me streaming or recording more if I don't find something else like to do during that period. But more or less, I'm going to be doing a lot more outside, so it's going to be a lot better of a mix of things, I think. Okay. Now, if I had to find a alliance person here, it's only going to be on the right. Well, technically the left too, but that's not really accessible. Alright, I was about to say, did someone like annihilate every mob here? Who's Imperius? Oh, that's a great way to welcome people. It is funny how close these guys are to these guys. Oh, there's actual quests here? Do they have quests here in Classic? So I'm pretty sure most of these were just here for the Horde to fight against a lot of time.
Looking for something specific?
Yeah, I think this is different. Huh. Maybe we should stop here first now.
Safe travels.
Probably not gonna be doing the quest here, but
Well met. Go with honor, friend. What can I do for you?
Huh.
Light bless you.
See, these are the things I'm gonna miss. They really filled out a lot of the areas, made it more interesting for everyone.
Hello.
Strike back. Ruins of Zulrasanj. See, this is why maybe I will start my character that I was talking about, because
Have a good one. What
I
can
mean,
do
it's
for
not like
you?
I can't do stuff like this on
you around.
Classic, but there's certain quests that they just added that I'm not gonna be able to do ever because, well, I can, but like I can't do it on the ideal character. So the idea for a long time was to create either a human warrior or hunter that was Stromic in base. Maybe a lion. Maybe he would be from Stormwind or both somehow. But he was always meant to be more of a troll hunter or just a enemy of the Horde. Absolute. Not the Horde. Well, the Horde, yes, but enemy to trolls and pretty much very focused on the history of humans as well. I hope she's over here. I don't know. This is why I write down a lot of things I'm going to talk about, because it's easier for me to get my point across without, well, sounding stupid for one, but making people actually understand what I'm trying to say.
Need help?
You need some light.
With you.
Okay, maybe she is in the other part.
Greetings.
Okay, maybe I should. Alright. I hope I didn't close out of the tab completely. Okay, I don't think I did. No, I didn't. On the northeast side by the chapel. That's exactly where I'm at. She's more west though, according to this. Maybe I just missed her. I said her. It's a guy. I don't know why I thought it was a girl. Fresh bandages? Oh, it's a shirt. Old bandages. Bloodied bandages. Okay, interesting. I'm probably going to buy you too, because I'm going to need you for the quest anyways. I don't want to have to walk all the way back up here. And I'm not worried about money anymore, so there you go. Still got another 30 levels for this to be able to use it, unfortunately. Alright. Leave you here for now. So that didn't teach me anything, it just leveled me up. Where do I learn silk bandages from then? Do I still learn it from a first aid trainer? It seems like an odd choice. Well, at least it does mean I have to go back to Stormwind, I think, unless somebody else teaches me how to make silk bandages. Because it seemed weird if he taught me... well, it gave me the way to learn this, but not regular ones. Possibly blind, I suppose, but I don't think so. Or maybe it's because I haven't leveled it up enough that I haven't gotten it yet. I don't know. I'm doubtful. Gotta have the skeleton keys. But yeah. So what I was saying with the other character though was because I was gonna primarily have the hunter slash warrior, whatever he was gonna be, hunt down trolls a lot, especially forest trolls. But he was also gonna be a lot closer to other races in the alliance, especially the high elves. Where am I going? Oh, right. Thrown off for a second because I still have to go back to Stormwind.
Good day to you. See you later.
I probably could have just walked there, but if you think this might be a bit quicker. But yeah, I want to be a lot more active with my channel going forward. It helps me with a lot of things as well. Mentally, emotionally, it's like it's a great distraction, and I always intended to record everything I was doing. But honestly, recording everything I'm doing is very, what's the word? Well, what's the word? Well, it's not sustainable because I'd have to rewatch everything and just upload it. I mean, either upload random stuff that I might not want to upload. Okay, I'm really going off topic with it. Not off topic, off focus with that one. What I more mean is it'd be too much of a mess. It would take up too much space on my computer. I might mistake certain videos and upload the wrong ones at that point and delete the wrong ones, which would be even worse. So I'll probably end up like streaming everything I'm doing more or less if I don't have anything planned for it more or less. RPGs, especially open worlds like World of Warcraft and any MMOs going forward, Skyrim and any single player RPGs like that, they will probably be recorded because I'm going to get into roleplay and I'd want to be doing a lot more editing for those. I might record strategy games just because to cut out significant portions of it, but I also might just stream it too because I was actually going to play Civ 6 recently, but I knew it'd be better for me to stream this if I was going to stream anything. But I also, every time I hopped on the game, I just was like, I felt like I wanted to play it, but then I hopped on, just like, this is not what I want to do right now. But there's also Total War stuff I want to get into. Actually, to talk about that for a few minutes. Actually, let me go to the chapel before I forget, because it'll be easy to remember the quest. So, with the reason I want to play Rome Total, well, not the reason. With Rome Total War, the one video I did went really poorly because I tried to do a non-Roman one, which is fine, nothing wrong with that, absolutely nothing wrong with that. But it was also supposed to be a warm-up for me and relearn the game a little bit. But it went poorly, like I said. So the plan now is that even though it's not my ideal, I'm probably gonna play one of the Roman factions first, and maybe go from there. For the Roman faction, though, I'm not sure what I'm going to play. So, generally, my favorite one to do is the Scipii. And with the Scipii, the reason why they're my favorite is, well, for one, well, technically violet and indigo are my favorite colors, but blue is also really high up there. And they have a symbol as a wolf, which I always really liked.
Safe travels.
But I also really like their unit. Well, not the units. Sorry, the units are the exact same. They have the best gladiators from what I remember. But I really like their temples as well. Wait, wrong side. Yeah, over here. Their temples. They have the Temple of Neptune, which will give them eventually the best boat in the game, kind of thing. They go after regions I like. Okay, see, yeah, so that was the case, but I need one more
Light
for
bless
that.
you.
which sucks. I could try doing that one. I mean, I can. It's not a good idea because it probably won't happen. I'm gonna do it anyways, just because. Yeah, no, that was a waste. Oh well. But there are reasons why I wouldn't do that one, because that one is my favorite, and I think if I'm just wanting to warm up and I'm gonna do really crappy with, I'd rather do one of the other two. Now, Broody, I have the best region to go after. It's the hardest one to take, more or less, because of Julia, I definitely have the easiest. But they end up being the richest. But because I do like going after that region as well, and as well as with the Skippy Eye. So what I might do is the Julia Eye, go after some very easy people, aka the barbarians in the game, the Gauls. To an extent, I'd do the Gauls, but I'll probably go my own direction. Instead of going into Gaul, I'd probably go east, into the north, into the Balkans more. That's just more of an idea. Road to the War will probably be something I'll stream or record in the near future, because I do want to get into that game with certain factions. What was it? Oh, actually, one thing I was gonna do while I was here was also try to make the Golden Iron Destroyer. Which all I really need is the heavy leather at that point. Is it really best to do that? Because I really do feel like the two one-handeds are better. Maybe not for stats-wise, because this gives me 8 strength in total and 3 stamina. I was actually thinking about adding the Jade Serpent Blade as well, which I do have an extra Jade now. Could do that instead. It would kind of even out a little bit more. For now, I will smelt this stuff down. Oh god, it is so empty now. It's kind of depressing. But yeah, when it comes to Rome Total War, generally the Balkans area and Anatolia are my favorite regions to play in and take in general. With the Greeks being, not the Greeks specifically, because if you're talking Rome Total War, the Greeks city-states are their own, name-wise it's their own faction. The Greeks are also quite liked, but any kind of pike or hoplite style faction, it tends to be my favorite one to go for on there. So you could probably expect to see that in the future as well, but shooters are primarily what you might see pretty soon. Not sure though, it always depends on my mood more than anything else. Remembered something.
Well met. Safe travels.
You I learned from here anyways. That's not too much of a concern. Yeah, if I wanted to make that, would I even be able to? Yes, I have enough for the heavy grinding stones. That's the same story. The biggest issue with that one is the... Oh, you're not here. So I'm trying to decide. It is funny that putting that on would not make much of a difference. It would only really give myself an extra strength. And I'd get 4 agility instead of... maybe I will just create the golden iron hammer. So all I need is the...
Well met.
leather at that point. Oh, hang on a second. Might as well buy it while I'm here.
How are you?
Was it the heavy
Keep
flux?
your feet on the ground.
Yeah, it's strong
Welcome.
flux. I don't know if I said heavy.
Safe travels.
Talk to me.
No, go through.
Watch
Again,
your back.
I hate that I'm using up so much money, but I don't even care really anymore since the server's gonna be gone in a week. Honestly, since there's gonna be several characters I'm not gonna play ever again, pretty much because of that. I might as well just send Kazaghal and Arisandra their money and stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna create the golden iron hammer. Destroyer, whatever. Just need the actually, hang on, we're gonna see me switching characters for once. Doing Thalion, the character I've had resting in an inn for so long that he probably could level all the way up to 60 and still have rested experience. Let's see if he has heavy leather. He's the only character that would have. I think the best he has is medium though, but I would have sent him the heavy leather as well. Yeah, I still have the Fire Festival Fortitude thing.
King's honor, friend.
That's how long ago it was. I don't have anything on this character. I really did clear him out quite a couple times. Partially so it was so I can make the space. Arisandra's in Dark Shore, and I don't think she's gonna have it anyway. So I think best bet is just buy it on Kazaghal. Not my favorite thing to do, but again, not as worried about it. Let's stop at the let's stop over here before doing anything else. It is depressing me. One thing I don't remember if I talked about or not is at one point I flew around on retail WoW, one of my characters that could do that in Azeroth, and just seeing all the empty zones is really depressing because the game has been pushed along for so long, and that there's so many options people can go to. Most of the zones in Eastern Kingdoms and Kalimdor are just dead. Like you don't see anybody because people could go anywhere more or less. Pays you no attention. Does Lord Amberwood employ lowly peasants now to deliver royal documents? To be expected, but that matters little now. Be that as it may, you've done your assignment amicably. Still, my gratitude has limits. I have crucial information to analyze, so I would appreciate it if you would leave me to deal with the ailments of the kingdom in peace. Smites an enemy, dealing 85 to 115 holy damage. Holy shit. Okay, that doesn't look bad either. But damn. Is this completely unique to Turtle WoW? I don't remember seeing that. That looks kind of cool. It's a little elven inspired, I will say. And kind of fitting for a paladin. Damn.
Be careful.
Too bad I have to sell it on this character. I mean, I could break the challenge, but I'm not going to. And I'm probably not gonna try to do this challenge without the system in place on any other characters, just because Kazaghal, I don't like how he was limited early on in some ways. Like, I don't mind doing challenges, but when it comes to characters, to me it's more fitting, well, more important to be able to do things that are fitting to the character, have him use things that are fitting to the character. And early on he used a lot of swords, and that was not fitting for the character. He also didn't have access to any shields, which is also not fitting for the character. Anything hammer for him would have been good, whether it's a one-handed, dual wielding them, or wielding it with a sword, with a shield, sorry. Or having a big two-handed warhammer. Like, any of those would have been fine. Even replacing it with an axe when necessary was going to be fine. I was not expecting to use... Well, fist weapons also aren't a bad option, I suppose, but I used a lot of swords, and I think I used a dagger at one point. I can't remember, though. I'm sorry there's a lot of walking around, but I'm going to be streaming and playing this character more for the next week anyways. And I'm not even sure if I'll do Arisandra, just because I don't think hitting level 60 is likely on her. To me, it's hitting that kind of... I got the location confused. It's not even important to get her up to level 60. It'd be nice, but like, other than sending her... Like, playing the zones that are unique to this. Like, maybe sending her to Moon Whisper. I love how this... Addon doesn't even know what that level that is. Like, going to the zones that aren't in WoW, that's something I should aim for, but I'm not sure if there's anywhere for her to go, except for maybe Moon Whisper. I'll take a look at that, I will say. Holy shit, this is empty. If I want to buy anything, I have to buy the 8s. Fine. People are primarily selling the leather balls for end of game thing, I guess. But yeah, see how empty everything is? I was lagging here a lot every single time I came here. Oh, I also forgot. Okay, I was just gonna buy the bandages. Not bandages, sorry, the cloth. Yeah, people just... There's not enough people to really sell things anymore either. I mean, that's only 2. I could just bid on that for now. I'll just bid on it, because it'll probably be done before I even leave this area, because that's going to be the last thing I'm going to do probably at that point. Alright, now go create the... What am I missing? What am I missing? Just need to make those, which is fine. I'm gonna put some things into the bank for now.
Greetings.
Well, might as well grab some more of this. Okay, you went in there. That's where you went.
For the Alliance.
Hey, Woolcloth just went through. It's a good thing I bid on it. I mean, I'm not trying to worry about saving on money much, but... Okay, I haven't won it just yet, apparently. There it goes. I mean, I did win it, but I just wasn't getting it just yet. I just realized I might not even level up with that. Okay, good, I did. After I create it, I'm gonna go to the dummy and have him hit it for a while, but I'm gonna be I'm gonna go AFK while he's doing that, because I'm gonna see if there's any more coffee I can grab. I was gonna do that before I started, but I think this would be a fine time to do it. I think one of the other positives to the idea of doing the two-handed hammer rather than doing dual wielding is I'm not gonna be using as many of those. I think I actually talked about that too.
You need something?
Whoa, wait. I had that many on me? Why didn't I send this to Arisandra? Wow, okay. Yeah, get out of here. Heavy wool bandages. Jesus. Facts. Okay, I'm sorry. This is going to be kind of boring to see for a second. Do you know what? What am I thinking? No, I'll keep it like this for now. I've already been doing it like this for a while. Okay, so now I can actually, once I get enough greens, I'll be able to turn in that quest and be able to get the duck properly. But now I also have better bandages overall. Even the silk bandages by themselves was another 100 healing on top of what I, oh, more than what I could have done before. Sorry. Oh yeah, I forgot I picked up that quest. Also, there's no reason to hold on to that one. I'm definitely not doing that. I also never did that one, and I'll hold on to it for now because I don't want to have to pick it up from the quest giver in the Barrens if I don't have to. So if I do end up going up there for whatever reason, then I can turn it in at that point. I'm gonna sell the Iridescent at least, but should I sell both of them? Yeah, I'll just sell both of them, why not? No, I'll hold on to them. I have the space right now anyways. Not too much of a worry. Alright. Have I actually created anything else? I don't think any. I think everything else I already have anyway, so it's not gonna be a problem. Alright, so once I get to the training dummy, I'm gonna have him hit that while I go grab more coffee. Like I said, I'm sorry the last hour's been probably like, no, about an hour sounds about right. No, more like half an hour, sorry. Well, either way, sorry about how boring part of this is. It's why I never really like to do this on camera, and why I usually prefer recording so I can cut it out if necessary. Because like either I stop the recording and restart it when I'm ready, and then piece it together, or I edit down the recording if I forget to end it, or if I just happen to sometimes it just ends up being longer than I thought it would be. But the only way to do this is to end the stream entirely. I'm not going to do that for this, especially because it's only gonna be like 10 minutes, 15 minutes at best, at most. Alright, gonna get started on that. Maybe I'll grab something else while this is going on too, we'll see. Alright, see you in a few minutes. Alright. 153 isn't too bad. In fact, it's actually just 2 under the maximum. Good. And the maximum would have just gone through. Alright, let's hope that this goes well. Sorry about all that, but we'll be able to do some more, well, active playing, I guess you could call it. More fighting, more etc, etc. First thing I'm going to do is turn in a good Samaritan, so I'll get the 4 greens and then turn it in, of course. So I can get my little duck companion. Still these few things I have right now still, of course. But then, what should I do after that anyways? I still think the Murlocs are, oh, holy crap, the Rage. I wasn't even thinking about that building up. Honestly, I'm not sure. Probably try to do the, we'll see.
Well met. Go with honor, friend.
Huh. I just realized that it said weapons average damage over 6 seconds. Does that mean the two-handed would be a lot better for that perk compared to two weapons? Because unless it takes damage from both one-handed weapons, that would be overall worse with the dual wielding, which makes sense. This is the arms tree, not the fury tree. This is meant for two-handed weapons. Still. All right. So we're gonna head east for this. Oh yeah, I forgot about that one for a second. I could try to do the Murlocs. I don't think that would work out well though, and that's an elite quest. I just realized. So. I guess to talk about what I was saying earlier with Rome's Total War. Ultimately, I think the one I would try to doing a world conquest with would be the Seleucid Empire, or the Carthaginians. I have ideas for both of them anyways. Seleucids would probably be even more expansive compared to the Carthage. Carthage generally is, or rather the descendants of, one of my favorite people groups in antiquity, the Phoenicians. So generally, like, I have a lot of ideas with them too. Kind of similar to the Romans. If I were the Carthaginians, I would take over the all of the Mediterranean and probably most, if not all, of the what were they called? Black Sea, pretty much. But oh, sorry, I kind of stopped talking. While with the Seleucids, I'd definitely take over like the southeastern part of the map, especially because like Egypt was the biggest enemy early on, and then the Romans later on. Seleucids, I'd pretty much take over whatever Alexander took over, as well as Italy and probably into Carthage itself. Though I guess you could say it wouldn't be very different from what the what I would do with the Carthaginians either. The brown button eyes stare at you. You approach the poor thing with slow and careful movements, greens in hand. You lay them gently in front of its bill, before witnessing it nibbling on the strands of grass, distracting it with the strong aroma and flavor of the herbs. You have ample time to administer the bandage to its wing. Now that the wound is secured and the little one is strengthened by the greens, it keeps staring at you with an endearing look on its feathered face. While the greens and bandage have certainly helped, the duck doesn't appear to be over the worst. Shaky and uncertain onto its feet, it tumbles around while trying to exit the cave. You can't bring yourself to simply leave it to the world like that. You decide to carry it to someone here in Northwind who could do more. Just pick up the iron, might as well. Someone else in Northwind? Honestly, considering that the game's almost over, I might actually enable the add-on just so I can find quests a little easier. I might even do it for this quest simply because if I have to find somebody, I don't want to take too much time doing that. At this point, time's the problem, not the well, literally not anything else. We'll see. I'll think about it though for a second. actually, let's take a look at the Murlocs. Yeah, because like their lowest level's 32 and I'm 31. I would die pretty quickly if I fought them. Let's see if there's anybody here for this quest. I don't think there will be. Sorry for clearing my throat multiple times. I try not to do that with my microphone on. Usually try to shut it off, but a lot of times I just don't think about things when I go to do it because I just do it normally. But doesn't look like there's anybody here for this. Maybe a Scarlet Inquisitor would help me with this. It's not a time quest, don't think. Luckily. Oh. Okay. All right. Let's see how this goes. Jesus Christ, I'm still missing. Oh, I see it now. This little thing. Oh, okay. Something I have to grow elsewhere. Must be quite warm climate here in Northwind, despite being more mountainous and in the middle of the woods. I mean, grapes can grow pretty well in cooler areas, even though they are originally grown primarily around the Mediterranean and other warmer climates such as that. Oh, where am I going? Jesus Christ, I'm an idiot. Ugh. Seriously? Stop dazing me! Like, you guys can automatically daze someone running away, but I can't daze you from when you run away from me. That ain't fair. Came here because I'm gonna head north across this bridge. Should finally start seeing some actual combat. But honestly, seeing how that fight with the wolf goes, I'm not feeling hopeful about how well this will go. I wasn't expecting faster combat by any means because, you know, I'm using a two-handed warhammer, not exactly a fast weapon. But still, I was hoping I was less likely to miss. I mean, it could still be less likely, I just happened to miss with the overpower I used, but still. Okay, yeah, so there are NPCs here. Must be a different spot to the north, then. There might actually be someone for the duck here anyways. I mean, obviously it's probably an animal expert I've got to find. I have no idea where one of those are. Hey, quest.
Need help? Greetings. Safe travels.
Another very pleasant, quiet area. It is mortifying to see what's happening to Northwind. When I returned here on a recommendation of Archbishop Benedictus to assist Sister Argent, I could have never imagined this is what I would find. The people are terrified of the invasions from the eastern lands, and criminals have set foot in our hills. Even the old abbey is... Excuse me, I spoke out of turn. Forgive me. You see, Northwind is my place of birth. I remember its mellow nature and the carefree days one could spend here, but I guess those days are gone. If I had known, I would have taken Mother with me. Her resting place being overrun by horrors of the past, it breaks my heart. She died when I was still young, her urn being placed in the crypt of St. Mara Abbey. Warrior, what I ask is by chance too much, but would you be willing to gather my mother's urn? It would mean the world to me, and not be to your disadvantage. I vow it by my oath to the light.
See you around.
Sorry, I have a hard time talking, apparently. No idea where that one was. Apparently, Northwind is full of abbeys and graveyards, though. Oh, I didn't even see you. Hello, Clive.
Light be with you.
The light has tested the lands of our kingdom many times. For a handful of people, that was enough to dim their belief. A yearly gospel was held in our abbey where we would remember all the dead of these lands, no matter how many hours it took. The abbot made it his duty to speak each name. The somber, mournful music of the abbey was interrupted by the wailing of a flaming woman. Fire, fire, she screamed, her voice echoing through the abbey walls. A flame she collapsed in the floor, her tears dried by the heat, her skin scorched by the flames. Her wailing saved the lives of many, though the lives of a few were lost. Some whispers say it was the gnolls who set the abbey ablaze. Others believe it was the wrath of the light. A few even think the poor nun accidentally started the fire herself, who speaks the truth. Go east to the ruins of the abbey. The stone walls still stand, and perhaps with them our necrology as well. See it return to me so that we may honor the dead this year once more.
Be careful. Need help.
It is my duty to care for the final resting place of our loved ones. As grey a duty as it may be, tending the graveyard with these two hands brings pride to my heart and soul. For what better duty is there than caring for those who are no longer with us? Most citizens of Ambershire come here daily, flowers in hand. Remembering the dead has become a routine. Yet times have grown dim, dark even. It is customary to light a candle alongside the flowers placed at a loved one's tombstone. In this way, the flicker of the candle may guide the soul back to her world so that it may receive the offerings. Few merchants still walk the road named after their profession, and thus the church has run out of candles. Sniveling kobolds stole what few we had left one night, cowering away in their cave. To reach this cave, you must follow the road. Return to Lion's Watch, walk towards a plump pumpkin inn, and after crossing Grimmen Lake, you will find the cave nearby. Return the caves to the candles to me.
Light bless you.
Over to the southeast, really? Which cave? That one? Huh. Interesting. Well, either way, that one's gonna be a later one probably anyways. So, actually, that's a easier quest. Kinda wish I picked it up sooner now. Although it says it's an easier quest, doesn't necessarily mean it is. I'm gonna ignore the lumber mill for a bit. I wandered through here once on Arisandra, and that's about it. And I was literally just looking around to see if there's any quests or something. Defias Cutthroats. I think the abbey's over here, looks like. Defias, level 30. The Defias are actually quite weak. Blackrock Poacher. This is not where the abbey is? Yeah, there's more Blackrocks than... That just looks like a tower. That's not what I'm looking for. Iron and silver here, though. Well, either way, I need to fight someone, probably. Is that the only quest that has me fighting them? Forget. So the crate should be located somewhere. And I also have to fight the Defias. There's not a certain amount I have to kill, but there are certain amounts I have to do something. Alright. This might be easy enough. Wait, what? He killed me while running away, it looked like. Oh, crap. Should have known that was still going to be too much. I thought with a level 28, it was going to be enough. It would have been enough with deflection, of course, but... Oh, I don't even think I put the weightstone on. I might have actually have won if I did that. Because at that point, it would have quickened the fight against both of them. Come on. Yay. No. That was going to fall off for a second. Well, down. Whoa, cut person Warren? Why are you named? That makes me too curious. Now I gotta go in there and fight. Really? Come on. I wish I would just use the small stack first, no matter what. Jesus. Oh crap, I wasn't even paying attention. Don't want to fight her. I'm running. She's not chasing me? She didn't even hit me with anything yet. That was kind of surprising. Oh, hang on, I think I see something over here. Could be the Abbey. No, it looks kind of... Oh, okay, no, there's the Abbey right there. It did say Northern Mountains anyways. It might have been over here for the crate. Whereas the Defying Odds is where I need to look. It's also funny that the Defias are here. Like, it makes sense. Anywhere that the Stormwind has control over, the Defias should be found. But considering that Northwind is likely to be visited after Van Cleef would have been killed, it seems kind of odd, in my opinion. But that's my only real complaint with this zone. Otherwise, it's one of the most beautiful zones I've seen. And I love the music. Oh, what? Oh. Why did I not realize it said elite? I've remembered about this quest saying elite, and I did not think about the fact that this would have been... No, that was just kind of dumb of me. I do like that they have undead in the zone, though. How many undead are there, though? There's a good few. Not a lot. Which is good, because they made it sound like there wasn't supposed to be a lot of undead anyways. Oh well. Alright, well that's out of the question for sure. Okay, well, alright. go back to what I was thinking about. Try to figure out where the crate is and go after the Defias. In honor of our fallen heroes. I don't think I saw this when I was on Arisandra. There's somebody here though, Custodian of Bellis. Man, elves are really good at taking care of these areas apparently. So this is not the case with... No, maybe it was the human over there.
Hello. Good luck, friend.
Those are the black rocks over that way. The one thing I want to check is make sure that that guy that I saw doesn't have a way to speak to, because otherwise if he's neutral, there's... Oh, I can't talk to him. Alright, let's attack you next. Too bad. What'd she just do to herself? Phoenix glows. The amount of stuff I've found Phoenix-wise and stuff for fire damage, I really was looking forward to doing a fire mage at some point, even though, like, mage is definitely probably my worst or least favorite class to do now. Well, anyway, frost mage was always my preferred anyways, but obviously I didn't really stick to that much because Kyra I could not play. Oh, forgot when I died I lost the buff, both of them. Sorry, Rabbit. You were in the crossfire, sort of. You were like 10 feet back. It's crossfire still. I'll have to kill you again, it looks like, because there have been two there. That actually worked that time. Yeah, last time she did the... Okay, maybe it was just went to attack ever really. Yeah, I'm eating up after that, just in case. There's gotta be a reason why I could talk to him. I'm really hoping it's not because there's another quest I can do. Like maybe a follow-up to the quest I'm doing now. But still.
What can I do for you?
Okay, hand over the crate with donations from Stormwind. That old box? I don't mind parting with it for a price. Man gotta make his pay in one way or another. Let's make a deal. 20 silver for these old tomes and you'll never hear from me again. How does that sound? I mean, I could definitely kill you, but, yeah.
Go with honor, friend.
Yeah. Yeah, I better not see you ever again. I definitely could have killed you. Definitely would not have been annihilated, probably. I'm gonna go turn in this quest now. So at least that was related to one of the quests. I thought I was gonna have to look for the box. I thought maybe I was gonna convince him to give me over the one of the documents, but this works too. Interesting. I was thinking maybe I would have been stuck. He was like that because I was gonna have to interrogate him or something later on, but I guess not. This works for me though. I'm just turning this quest in now because it's just down the hill from it. Yeah, when they said Northern Mountains, I was sure they were meaning these mountains, not this. Whatever. With the addition of Northwind in Gilneas, this would have been a great game to play the human character I was talking about earlier. He's supposed to be like I wouldn't say a uniter, not anything like that, but helping all the humans and other elves and other races of the Alliance kind of thing. Hunting trolls especially, but orcs as well. Welcome to our humble church. Are you here to visit a lost one? Perhaps for silent prayer? The crate from Mr. Mullane. I had met him on my short trip to Embershire when I gathered the children for school. He told me what happened. Shocking that there are faithless heathens stealing from those who have already been dealt a bad hand by fate. The light will shine upon you with benevolent rays for your heroic deed, good warrior. Does that mean I'm going to get a buff?
Go with honor.
No, just another quest. Again, thank you very much for bringing these books back to us. The children will be overjoyed to hear that we don't have to cancel today's school. You would expect them to be annoyed having to attend school, but they actually enjoy coming here and learning more about the world together. It's a heartwarming sight and gives me hope they'll be set on the path to a promising future. Due to the robbery, we're a bit behind on time, and I need some time to prepare today's lecture. Would you be willing to lend us a hand? The children will certainly be eager to speak to the one who valiantly saved their books from that brigand. Last week we taught them the history of Baelor, an island to the west of here. Perhaps you can help them strengthen their knowledge by reminding them. You can find the book we used here in the church. Oh, I'm just going to talk with some kids? That's cute. Scolding rod? Okay. Wait. Inflicts normal damage +1 to an enemy, stunning it for 2 seconds. That is interesting. Okay.
Farewell.
You said it's here in the church? Right here. Oh. Wait. I was picking up the book. Oh, I actually have to read that? Whoops. Okay. Oh, okay. I see what's going on. Let's start with you, then. Can't remember who fought against the pirates. I hope Sister Argent is not mad at me. Priscilla. No? Daria? Oh, okay, so literally I can get it wrong as many times as I want anyways. Alright. I was trying to go off Yeah, I don't think it's heaps of candy. Gold veins, treasures. Really? Was it gold veins? Wow, okay. Stormland's second king. Wait, second king? How do we know it's the second king? Whatever. Took a small nap. Missed who was very close to Duke Baelor and Stormwind. The Grand family. I remembered some things.
Light be with you.
Wonderful. The delighted expressions cast a smile on my own face every time I see them. These children are the future of the Alliance, and it is our responsibility to prepare them for their own decisions as best as we possibly can. I will make sure the church knows about your contributions today. Good deeds will not go unnoticed. Did you learn anything? Did you learn something yourself by chance? The island of Baelor is a divisive topic within the kingdom. Many of the superstitious dare not to mention its name still. Regardless, it is part of our past and as such should be remembered.
Light bless you.
It was one of the most. It was a very interesting island, especially for anyone that is interested in warlocks or orcs. Or I guess if you're playing through rogues. Well, I still have to do. Which one was it? Defying odds. Locate their headquarters. They could literally be anywhere, but my guess is they're up here somewhere. East, I'm pretty sure, is more Dark Iron and orcs. I could see this being there. Yep, or at least near to it. You can help. There's a lot missing. Jesus, I thought I was gonna miss less with choosing a weapon. Nee. Let's go up to you for now. Did my guy just not attack? Seriously? Oh, I missed the pummel. Can you stop missing, please? I get killed so often. I really don't give warriors enough credit for them leveling up to 60. This is painful sometimes. Or, I don't know why. I still enjoy it because of how difficult it is, but it just doesn't help that it's not my type of character. Oh my god. I feel like I'm missing more than I was with the other weapons. Like, I'm doing more damage overall, but that's not exactly a surprise. I don't think this is their headquarters. I think this is just a place. It's big, though. That's why I thought maybe it'd be here somewhere. I don't even see anything in there. Fortunately. Oh yeah, and I died, so I haven't been seeing this. Yeah, I don't even see anything here. This is unfortunate. Okay. This probably isn't their headquarters. It seems more like an outpost. There's no reason to kill a bunch of these guys if I'm not going to get anything but experience from it. And there's a lot of elite quests I don't think I'm going to be able to do on this character because they're elite quests and I'm going to need help. And I don't think I'm going to level up enough anymore to be able to do them solo. Well, even if I don't finish Northwind, at least I'll be able to enjoy it for a little while. Yeah, there are a lot of veins along this northern side. Given that there are bears just right out here, I think this is just a den. There is crackling arcane minion. Well, there's something magic going on over here. Probably not defy us. Tower of Magalo. Probably supposed to be similar to the other mage towers. There's also this building over here. Sorry, there's a lot of wandering around in this stream. It's partially getting my bearings again with the character and everything. But playing through here had been difficult up to now anyways, and I kind of figured this is going to be the case. Okay, big staircase.
Hi, you're a tall one.
Not really. I'm only a bit taller than you.
Good day to you.
What an impudent child. I've lost count on how many times I've instructed her about the dangers of arcane magic. That reckless curiosity of hers will one day be the doom for all of us. You've surely noticed the tower uphill from this humble abode. Usually I would reside there with all the other magically interested from around Northwind and elsewhere, but my dearest apprentice Thronda thought it would be a brilliant idea to summon her own assembly of arcane elementals to help with her chores. Too bad that they grew out of control and are now terrorizing my tower. Kazaghal, ascend it and retrieve my almanac, as well as residue from their demise. Once I am attuned to their energy, I can cast a spell to stop them from rematerializing. Academy dropout slippers.
Off and away.
Okay.
Great to meet you. Well met. See you soon.
Whose abode was this? Because if Thronda came with you from that place, that would mean that this place was vacant. You took it over or something. I don't think I'm going to find any more Defias down here either. Couple quests here.
Hey there.
Okay, I guess there's a quest I could do over there at least. This will be doable at least. When the logging camp northeast of here was raided by the foul Defias, the lumberjacks were quick enough to escape mostly unharmed. My father and I tend to those injured here in his warehouse, since there is no other place for them to stay for now. Still, while there are many familiar faces among them, one of his good friends, Christoph, working at the camp hasn't shown up yet. Neither here nor in Ambershire. Christoph has a young son, and I'm afraid the worst has come to pass. Please do me this favor and search for him. Maybe he has hidden himself somewhere near the camp.
Safe travels. Hello.
Probably dead, but we'll see.
King's honor, friend.
I've spent my entire life here in Northwind, and it has never been in such disarray since the First War. Gnolls, orcs, and dark iron all roam our peaceful hillsides and sow chaos wherever they go. Even the roguish Defias seek to benefit from it all. These brash brigands dare to assault our logging camp not far from here, northeast of Ambershire. All of the workers fled, of course, but the town doesn't have enough space to shelter them, so for now they are resting here in my warehouse. If only Amberwood's guard would be ambitious enough about helping the good citizens of Northwind. It seems to fall into the hands of the people again. Adventurer, you appear of good health and mind. Will you aid us? Drive out the Defias from the logging camp. Help us restore even a sliver of peace to our beautiful home.
Be careful.
Alright, let's see if there's any other quests. Because I now have a reason to go back to that camp, even if it's not where I needed to go for the other quest. Oh, nope. You got a big bed, though.
Well met.
You need something?
Yeah, I'll probably head back. I don't think there's anywhere else to really go from here anyways, except for maybe down, because that's Ambershire, so I could go west to check out Stillheart, because there might be more quests to pick up there anyways. Apparently this is the quest picking up stream, because I'm not doing much else. Let's sell a couple things though. You said you're a tailor, but
I buy and trade.
okay, yeah, so not the quest kind. I mean, not the trainer kind.
Be careful.
Oh, and since you're a blacksmith, you should be able
Light
to.
be with you.
Yep.
For the Alliance.
All right. There's not much down here anyways. In fact, it doesn't look like there's anybody down here. Oh. Wind's been pretty heavy the last couple days. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anybody here whatsoever. I mean, I get that it's still a port, but there's nobody on the ship, nobody on the pier. Also, I feel like it should be... I guess we're not much higher compared to Stormwind. Oh, freaking neck. So that means that the Defias headquarters is probably in the east, not the west. I mean, there looks like there's an area I hadn't checked out yet completely. But whatever. Logging camp it is. That's gonna be possible, unlike some of the other things. Maybe if I have to head to the east, I'll probably do to light the afterlife after this. So I'm definitely not trying the Murlocs for a while. There's a path here. Oh wait, this is the path pretty much. I just didn't notice that there was two roads originally. Maybe there's another person along the way too. Ooh, silver. Oh, okay. No, whatever. Just go after this guy. This wolf. Wolf? Really? Jesus. I am embarrassed. Time to kill some Defias. And who knows, maybe it was the right area and just a guy staring at a lake.
You need something?
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Have a good one.
I was like so confused. I was like, what is this guy doing? What is this guy here for? Okay, that's still difficult. Red Jenny? There was an actual named character in here. That's actually a sign then. Holy crap. My guy just stands there. It scares me every time I fight. Every fight is closer than I'd like it to be. Hang on. Okay, it just hasn't started really yet. Look at that! Come on. These guys aren't even that tough, and I'm almost dying. God damn. Oof. I thought this was gonna be the easy zone to come from. So I didn't do many quests here yet. Like, nothing that was really gonna have me fight. But, no. What was I doing? Oh yeah, you. Oh, I was also gonna eat that because that makes sense. Should have been eating first. Oh well. Right, the Arcanist, I guess. I guess I'm dead. I guess I call him the same. It is kind of just luck how much damage you end up doing per fight, or I end up doing per fight with this one. Because if I can get a crit off, then I'm probably gonna get the extra bleed, deep wounds on them. This one's not gonna be too bad because the bleeds are on right now. Need to reliably be able to get that off, and that's the issue. I'm gonna try this with the 2 hammers again, I think. Oh, I will try it once the weighted thing goes off. About you next. You know, I think a true warrior wouldn't miss this often, because you know their skill is supposed to be with the weapons and their skill. I think someone quick is more likely to miss, except for opportune attacks. Then again, I also was throwing a big warhammer. How slow that is, it's more likely to miss. People are more likely to just be able to sidestep it. Just wish I wasn't missing so often. This is so painful. Oh, that's not too bad actually. All right. Stop parrying them. They're not even that good. They're not a skilled knight. Sorry, I'm complaining a lot. I hate seeing miss. But that's what you get for playing a warrior. That's it. That's why I didn't delete them. Alright. Let's try this again. Plus, I can replace one of them with a sword. Not my ideal, but still. Might not be too bad. Especially because I would still gain an extra strength. And if I even if I lose stamina, it doesn't even matter. Alright, now let's try it with this. Stop dodging, please. You're a robber that preys on the innocent and the weak. You are not a skilled warrior. Should not be so good at what you do. Alright. That was the slowest charge I've ever seen. That was kind of funny to see. Oh my god. Parry, miss, parry, miss, parry, miss. Hit them for little damage or miss. That's pretty much the life of a warrior. This would be funny if it wasn't so painful. Okay, now I'm just gonna do this literally just so I can see my character have to charge like that every time. Okay, the two hammers feel so much better. Maybe that's not and it just feels that way, but it really feels better to me. Oh. Because even without having the heavy weight stone on it. I'm just gonna switch between the two and do whatever feels better to me. Yeah, but some people are still playing hardcore characters. I guess it doesn't really matter since they're gonna end up losing it anyways. Alright, let's just do that because I need to heal up. I don't want to get interrupted. I love how this quest isn't even showing up. I have to kill the gym. Okay. At least I'm killing plenty of them, but I do need to kill Red Jenny apparently, which I'm not sure if that's going to be plausible. Oh, I got an idea. I'm not sure if it'll work. In fact, it's probably going to lead to me just dying anyways. Pull as many of them as possible and just deflect them all, pretty much. That's the only time a warrior really feels badass. Oh god. Well, I killed Red Jenny. That was the one I was worried about. And deflection did work for a while. I didn't kill more than one person, though, unfortunately. But that's because I also pulled a mage, which I was hoping I was only going to pull melee people. If I did, maybe I would have been fine. Oh well. I'm not going to complain about that. That went better than I expected. Sort of. Well, it went better than I would have expected for a mage being involved. Is deflection something that they have in WoW Classic as well? Sorry, I said deflection, retaliation. I think there is a deflection ability for the hunters. That's not what I'm playing though, so. At least Red Jenny's dead, so that's all I have to worry about. Had to worry about. Oh, that reminds me. Oh. That was close. I really wish that would show up on the right already. Chomping defies. Oh no! Don't use that one yet. Okay. I need to rely more on the shouts whenever I don't get the second bleed, so I can basically fight with a little less. Oh, guess something was wrong for a second. I guess I'm gonna probably ding 32 before the end of the stream, because I'm gonna probably play. Well, I say probably. The idea was to play until about 1 o'clock, anyways. That's the last one. I just need one more Arcanist and one more Robber. I mean, there's a Robber there, but I feel like, yeah, that's a better one to fight over here. Oh, okay. Come on. Come on. I know you're not used to trees as much as you are rocks, but... Oh yeah, Trying to watch my guy run very slowly. It's almost comical. I still don't even know what she's doing when she does that. Is it something? Because I don't see any buff on her when she does it, so it's weird. I still haven't found, what's his name? Arnold. Oh, wait. Oh, not Arnold. Lonesome Arnold. Arnold must be the son. It doesn't even mention Arnold there. It's Kristoff. Where would he be hiding? I feel like he's more likely dead. Honestly, my worst concern, my biggest worry is that I'm going to find out he's dead in there somewhere. And practically inaccessible. Hang on. Wait, was it Chris? Yeah, Kristoff. It did say near as well. It could be to like the north or something. What? How did I pull you? Okay, fine. Oh, you're dead. I already got a deep wounds off. Seriously? Didn't I just walk through here and not have any issues? Oh, did I just see mangled something? Mangled corpse. Oh god, that's... He's back here somewhere. He's over here, back there. I see it. Oh, I thought it was gonna be a lot uglier than that. Oh well. Yeah, I kind of had to pull him like that, unfortunately. That was a good ending for me. Weird that they wouldn't have just called it Kristoff or whatever, because if that corpse isn't Kristoff, then that's kind of confusing. Not confusing. Actually, how am I going to beat this one? Crap. I think I'm literally going to have to go all the way around, because if I fight the both of them, I'm going to die. Especially without the retaliation. Right? I'm going to die if I do this? Oh well. Surprisingly, I didn't end up needing the health potion I thought I was going to. This man is heavily mutilated. Stab wounds and twisted limbs make him almost unrecognizable. Broken locket. Oof. That's rough. Sounds like a Defias thing, though, or any kind of like thug or bandit. Mutilating corpses, getting up, ganging up on somebody. These are always the most pathetic things, having to group up on somebody like that. Forgot there's some Murlocs down this way. They're not gonna be. They wouldn't be much easier. The only reason why I'd say use the word easier whatsoever is simply because there's fewer of them. I'm gonna try going up against them, I guess. Murloc, Lake Stalker, and Tidecaller. Yeah, because they're just called Murloc. There's no point in trying to go after them right now, anyways. I shall be smarter for a little while. Is there a point to it? No. Let's see if that actually helps me be a little bit smarter. Probably won't. Alright.
Good day to you.
Oh, blessed light, guide this lost lamb back into your fold. May his son not suffer the pain of solitude. May he be reunited with his kin and compatriots. What a tragedy. Christoph is a truly good-hearted man and father, and seeing him succumb to such a senseless death breaks my heart. But what about poor Arnold? I fear for him, now that he is orphaned. Please let me take care of how to tell him of his father's fate. The revered sister at the Church of Ambershire will know what to say. Thank you, kind soul. You've done a good deed today. May the blessing of the light shine your way.
Have a good one.
Well met.
Stay safe, adventurer. Northwind's hills are not meant to be drenched in the blood of the innocent. Is it done? This is the head of their mongrel leader. Good riddance to them. Their law has chosen what path to tread, a path leading to their timely demise. I appreciate your courage, adventurer. Here, take this as a reward for the good deed. With your actions, we may soon live our solemn lives yet again.
Go with honor, friend.
I haven't found anybody yet, so my guess is the duck one is gonna be in Ambershire.
King's honor, friend.
Yes, sell. Don't sell? Sell. Ooh, we got some. Yeah, this stuff is kind of gone into the other inventory slots because of how much there was. Alright, everything else is fine-ish. We'll hold on to that for now, not that there's really a reason to.
Light bless you.
I'll try to head to Ambershire to see if I can find some person for this. If it's in the keep itself, I'm not going to look in there yet anyways, so I'm not going to worry about it if I can't find it. Otherwise, the next quest I'm going to do is to light the afterlife. I suppose I could try that quest. I didn't really look at the... actually, it's not too far. Let's go take a look at their levels. I need to be reminded about where they're at. If it's not too bad, I'll do that one now. Ah, poop. Let's just take the path, you know, the way most people walk. Probably gonna stop sooner than 1 o'clock though, because I do think I want to relax a little bit. Okay, 29. If 30 is the actually 28 is another. Okay, there's some 32, but that's not bad. All right, this is the next quest I'm doing. Plus, I only have to go down there to turn it in anyways. Let's hope that's not too difficult killing them though, because they are kind of grouped together more than I'd like. Luckily, they're not immune to bleeding. Again, I guess. Yeah, it's about to wear off anyways. It's a good time to eat up. Maybe despite streaming these, maybe I'll cut them down and put them into separate videos as well. I know a lot of YouTubers do that anyways. Just so I can have it more organized. I don't know. Maybe I won't worry about it just because it is the last days of the server, so. Stream, it's not like the stream would go anywhere though either, so maybe. We'll see. That's something that I would do like in the future. Just, oh, I meant to use overpower, not that. Oh well. Let's go. This might draw 2 of them. Okay, good. This way. Oh, I just used Mocking Blow. That's a genius thing to do. One will utter hang on, that one's further back now. Might try to do a couple things between the streams to oh crap. So I can make this character a bit better. Like maybe I'll reset the talent points, something like that. Maybe I'll also make the Signal Blade to replace one of the weapons. This is the only. I think this is one of my few things I dislike about. Oh crap! Come down here. Oh Oh my god, stop carrying! I missed. Oh, okay, no, it wasn't. I missed twice with Brent. So I was thinking I missed again. I was really annoyed. Oh, you can. Okay. Oh, what I was gonna say though is how quiet some interiors end up being. Like they really should have added music or something to the inside of these too. It's happened more than a couple times, but that's why I think it's a real weird. It's a weird thing that they did this up on. But because this is just too quiet. Not sure if maybe it's something they missed. Or they really just wanted it quiet for some reason. I don't know. Make sure. Get this one here. Should be up here somewhere. My guess is it's over there somewhere. So let's go this way. Yep, right there.
For cause modern!
No, that's not a bad thing. I'll try not to fight anything on the way out. Dodge, dodge, miss, dodge. Jesus. Eight. Okay, I'm gonna try to avoid fights if I can. Mainly because I fought enough and... Ow. Oh yeah, I'm dead. I could try this. Oh, if I die after using that... Oh, I'm gonna die after using that. I'm gonna die after using that. And I'm dead. Oh, why did... I get why dazing is a thing. They don't want people to have too easy of a time running away, but it's like, come on, it's way too high of a chance of that happening. It's not like we daze enemies when they try running away from us ever, unless we use a specific ability for it. But no, every little thing from rats to arcane elementals can daze you. I think that's the thing about World of Warcraft that's always annoyed me. It's like, yes, I get that I'm running away, and I get that there should be some type of consequence for that, but like, daze. Especially when I'm gonna miss 50% of my attacks, it's kind of annoying. Oh well. I'm not too upset about it. Biggest thing that's annoying about that is having to reset my buffs, which, again, I've said this for multiple reasons. The fact that the server is going to be gone in a week is making me be a little bit more liberal about the uses of everything, especially the potions. Okay, there's a certain sound on this game that makes me think that someone's opening and closing a door, and I don't know what it is. Because it happens almost every single time I record a stream. Whether it makes it in, if I'm recording, it's just more of a question if it stays in the recording or not. Well, too bad this is not going to be enough to level me up to 32. Because otherwise I still need to find that quest. Maybe that would be enough at that point. So otherwise the only other quest left is find those headquarters and the Murlocs pretty much in the Dark Iron. I suppose I could try doing the Dark Iron one next maybe. Well, not the dark iron, sorry. The candle one will be the next one I do, and then it'll be the dark iron. But the murlocs and finding the headquarters might... I don't know. I have to figure out how I'm going to be going about this. It's not the last stream I'm doing on Kazaghal anyways. I would hope not. I would hope it's not the last one. Still have plenty of things to do here in Northwind. Like, I can call it quits after Northwind if I'm really getting sick of playing the Warrior. I just want to finish up Northwind at least. It's too good of a zone not to finish it at least once. Yes, I'm not gonna be that if I do call it quits after that. It doesn't mean it means I'm not gonna see Grim Reaches, but that's kind of fine. I want to see the new zones, and if I'm gonna check on Arisandra to see if she can actually go to the Moon Whisper Coast, because again, this was another one I was gonna do probably on Lunariel eventually, but obviously she's not gonna be touched again. How are your dealings with my tower faring? Well, I just died and came back to life, so that tells you anything. Simply marvelous. A job well done. Toronto should listen well and follow your example. She has great potential, but her lack of discipline is a dire thorn in my side, and hers too. Still, I can only partially blame her, for it is my sworn duty to her parent to foster her magical talent as much as her growth as a person. You have my deepest gratitude, good traveler. Before you go, take one of these as compensation for the troubles. Be sure to step wary during these trying times. Just pick up this.
You
It'll probably
have
sell
a
for
great
better.
day now.
So I'm going to head over to Ambershire to see if I could find someone that could take care of a duck. I might just call it quits after that one anyways. I mean, I've only been playing 3 hours, 3.5 hours, and that tends to be my typical. But I also have a large portion of this recording that I didn't do much of anything but wander around. I mean, I did do a good amount when I got to Northwind logging camp at least, and I did that. But like, it's like a third of this video has been actual combat. But this has been more to show off the zone anyway, so I guess it could be worse. Plus, actually, no, I think I will have to call it quits because I haven't eaten anything yet today, and it would be better for me to find some food before I leave. Moon sugar. I wonder if some of them are also here for that reasoning. They want to see the zone before the server's gone. Because like they're a little high level for it. Not that people can't come when they're high level, just isn't as useful usually. I feel like there should be a dot if there's somebody that can actually take care of the duck.
Good day to you.
One thing I didn't want to talk about because I was hoping to have this be a surprise when I created these characters, but obviously that's not going to be a thing anymore. Originally, one of my ideas for new Turtle Wild characters, and actually when I started creating new characters, these were going to be the next ones. I was going to use their donation thing to play different races, I guess you could say. I was probably going to go Dryad. I was thinking about doing Keeper of the Grove, but it looked like there was more to do with the Dryad, so I was probably going to do a Dryad Restoration Druid. I was thinking about doing one of the ghosts, but I wasn't sure about that. Harpy was something I was on the fence about too. Naga was interesting to me. I was actually thinking about doing a Alliance versus Horde character, but it was going to be a null. That was just going to be over in not Eversong, Jesus, Elwyn. But another one was Murloc too. Who was it though? I guess it was primarily the Dryad. There was somebody else that isn't. Oh, maybe it was under Skin or something. Oh, Jesus! My mind was just skipping over this. Ogre. I was gonna be doing an Ogre Warlock or Ogre Shaman or something on the Horde. Like, I'm not saying it would have drawn like a lot of attention or anything like that, but it was definitely something I thought would be interesting to do on a server like this. Because on WoW you can't do that kind of stuff because the majority of the things that transform you break once you enter combat, and that's something I'm going to be disappointed I'm never going to be able to do, at least not for long. Like I could start every single one of those, but that'd be spending money on the donation thing, which would be kind of pointless at this point, especially. But well, I'm going to say this: I'm probably going to call it into the stream. I have over about an hour before I need to leave, but I kind of want to relax for a little bit. And I kind of want to gather my thoughts on what I'm going to do for this character in the next couple of days. Also, I'm going to enable that add-on, like I said, so I can figure out where I'm going and what I'm doing a little easier. I don't like doing that, but I need to use my time a little bit more effectively than I did this stream, and I think that'll help me. So, alright. Well, I know I didn't do a whole lot of combat, but I hope anyone that watched this stream now or in the future enjoys. I will return and do this. I'm not sure about tomorrow. I have time before work, but not as much time. But I also get out early, but I never have energy after work. Never, because yesterday I got out early and I didn't do crap after work. Anyways, but yeah, I should be doing another stream very soon for Kazaghal. I do want to finish up Northwind. I saw a lot. I did a few things. I ran all over the place. And I will be returning to Kazaghal. I just got to make sure I don't get distracted by any other games. My mood has improved. Like I said, the last week kind of thing. My dog being put to sleep, like I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, has had me very... I don't want to say... I don't know. I just was not in the mood to really talk to anybody, so streaming, recording in the last couple of weeks would not have been right. I didn't want to do any of that. I didn't really want to do anything, period. I just wanted to, like, distract myself, watch videos, TV, etc. So, well, I'm back to this, though, and I will be finishing up Northwind, almost no matter what. The only exception to finishing up Northwind are these elite quests. If I can't finish those quests, then I can't finish those quests. I'm not going to make a big deal out of it. But I'm going to do as much of Northwind as I could possibly do. And if there's still time, I'll try to check out Grimreaches on Kazaghal, at least as much as I can. And I'm going to take a look at Arisandra and see what level Moon Whisper Coast was. I might have over-leveled for it. I might be under-leveled for it. I don't know. Kazaghal, unfortunately, will never be done, and I was really looking forward to doing that on Lunariel especially. I was really looking forward to seeing how that was going to look, but that is not going to be possible unless I really level up Arisandra a lot more than I have, and I don't have the time, and whatever energy I have for World of Warcraft right now is going to be exhausted if I try to do too much of it, and I don't want to do that either. So we'll see. I'll try to see what I could check out at least while I still can. Maybe I could have checked out Baylor. I'm at the right level for him for this character, but it's more of a rogue zone, so we'll see. I'll think about it, but for now, as I said, thank you for watching, and I hope I'll see you in the next one. No time will be set.